Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Gemini. If Gemini is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, and here we go. What do these tea leaves have to say tonight? All right. And so our card tonight is the Three of Wands. And this has everything to do with virtue. Okay, so this is a place of creativity, confidence, maybe a new start of some kind. You are building trust. You're feeling safe. There's power and strength. Okay, so I want to look at, we have these pairs of figures, 1, 2, and then we have 1, 2. So I feel like there seems to be just a feeling of being paired in some way, feeling like you can trust and be safe with somebody that is in your life. Okay. I think that you, when you are with this person, feel like you can do anything. I feel like you're good at collaborating together. That I feel like this maybe is a friend. Maybe it's a romantic thing, but first and foremost, this is like a best friend. Somebody who you can just sit and talk with, come up with all kinds of ideas. You know, I'm also talking about Gemini, so this could also be your relationship with yourself, okay? The twins, of course, but the idea of the anima or the animus, the beloved, coming into a sense of great harmony, balance. And through this harmony and balance, there is that new start. There's a lot of confidence and creativity just pouring out. Okay. I think that, you know, at times it's hard for you to really know why you do the things you do. Okay. It's not just like poor decision making, but I think sometimes you're driven to, you know, to new ideas, new things, new hobbies, whatever it is. And you don't really always know, like, why do I like have to do this? Why do I really want to do it? It's like I'm on fire for this thing. Okay. It is, you know, it feels very desirable. But I think sometimes you think, is this your true desire? Or is this something that you are doing, one, maybe because other people are doing it, but two, because you get a little recognition. Maybe there's a tiny bit of attention seeking here. And I am not saying that's a bad thing. Don't get mad. Okay, we all like attention. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think sometimes, and I know this happens with myself as well. Sometimes I get into faddy, you know, like fad things that are online, things that, you know, whatever, especially during those lockdown years when we were all kind of, you know, online a lot and finding all kinds of different things to try. And, you know, all of our interests were going in so many directions. And I think that's really cool. I think that's really wonderful for, you know, development of self, trying all kinds of stuff. But sometimes we do things we don't really know why. just because other people are doing it. Maybe we know it's going to get a lot of likes. Maybe, you know, it just kind of, it's like we get that little dopamine hit, right? That kind of, okay, somebody is paying attention, even if it's for a split second, okay? And here's the thing, though. I think that you're really good at kind of creating a vibe. I think you're really good at making interesting stuff, probably interesting content as well. I think that you are somebody who is innovative. You probably have an amazing sense of style, good taste in whatever kind of niche you're into, whatever aesthetic you're into, okay? And and now I'm looking at this. It looks like a person holding up, I almost think a child, but it also kind of looks like maybe like a plate, a platter, like an offering, and it looks like there's a bird, right? And I think this kind of reminds me of the dove, the bird of peace, right? A blessing. And so I feel like there's almost a sense of, you know, coming into a deeper connection with your spiritual interior life, kind of making an offering of your time and focus. And through this, there is an exchange of, I mean, just a flood of that creativity, inspiration, okay? And now, I think that we have a little turtle here. Its head is way out, by the way. But I think that you are steadily, okay, steadily building something for yourself. I think that other people maybe don't see it. They don't know what you're doing. They think, oh, you're just kind of, you know, piddling away your time, your efforts. They don't have your vision, okay? But you are steadily building yourself a way to create the things that you want to, but also I feel like you are getting to a place where you are going to be able to monetize these things that you're doing. Okay, and we live in a brave new world, don't we? Where you can make all kinds of money doing the stuff you love. You know, and does it have to be your main gig? No, of course not. If you can make it that, awesome, right? But I think the big thing here is that you believe in yourself. You're moving forward with it. Things are coming together. I feel like you are either doing this with somebody that you love, like a good friend, maybe your spouse or a partner or, you know, whatever, family member, or like I feel like this is like a good friend, right? And it doesn't have to be online. I'm just talking about online. I get a vibe. Listen, the Gemini people that I envision in my mind are so tech savvy usually, just like up on the newest things, and so capable, just constantly evolving. You don't have to be super young. Probably even if you're older than me, you know, and I'm in almost 40, you were on the internet when it was the Wild West, so you know what's up, you know the ins and outs, you've been here for the whole ride. So I think that, you know, I just get that feeling that this could be something more digital, but it doesn't have to be. This could be, hey, you could be starting like a bakery, or you know, I don't know, selling like stuff at farmers markets, or painting things. I don't painting exteriors. That's what I've been doing, so that's on my mind. Painting your outbuildings and things. But whatever it is, and possibilities are truly endless. I think that you're doing very well. And I think it's only going to get better. Okay. And I think that, you know, it doesn't have to do everything with like making money, although that is nice. I think a lot of this too is so good for your self-confidence. And that's an amazing feeling. And just doing what you want to do, right? Having that ability is really, it changes how you experience the world. I mean, ultimately. Okay, and I see this person here, and it looks like, I almost see them kind of walking towards this home. It looks like a little structure there. And I just get the sense of kind of really building, not only building up, you know, maybe your business or whatever career field you are in, or whatever you do, you know, hobby or passion, building these things up. I think that also you're kind of, and we have like a little home here, I feel like you will be bringing people into your pursuits. And this kind of makes sense with you doing this with a friend, but I also think that as you do more and more, you will have people from your life who maybe were naysayers before, but now they're asking you questions. Well, how do I do this? How do I get on with this thing? You know, can you give me any pointers? And I think that you will be helpful to others. You are a person who is very open and loving, and you want to see everybody eat, right? You want to see everybody do well. And so I think that, you know, as this thing progresses, that kind of being of service to the people around you is really going to also fuel your ability to do more and more and more. I really think that when you give back, when you put that energy back out there that you have received, it, you know, grows. It grows and it grows and it grows. So I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that we have a little rabbit over here, and it looks like it's kind of laying down. So although we are very creatively fertile, a reminder that you're going to have to take your rest where you can. I think that you're going to be pretty busy in this next cycle. And so when you do have a chance to kind of lay your head down, take a little nappy, you should. Okay? Don't push yourself to extremes. Don't get burnt out. Okay. And then we have a little lobster right here. And I love the lobster because they're just, I feel like they're so silly looking with their big claws. But also, you know, as all of these kind of crab, sea creature, even the shrimps and stuff, with their exoskeleton, they wear their armor, right? They're very protected. And they kind of little slow moving, like little spiders of the sea. And just, I don't know, I find them to be pretty cute. But I do think that in all of this, you are keeping your head on. Not unlike the turtle, you are going slow with things. You are being mindful. You are watching over all of your, you know, fine details. You're aware of the moving parts, and you're not letting it get lost to whatever, somebody taking advantage. And that's so important when you kind of go into business with yourself, or if you are doing well at your job, you don't want anybody kind of coming in there and sabotaging things for yourself. So though you are very open, you are on point. Okay. And let's see, I have a little cup right here, and almost it looks like a UV right there. also if those two letters mean anything to you, the U and the V. But also with the cup, I feel this is like that emotional center is being filled. You are feeling it for yourself. I think through the self-confidence you're finding in, you know, your creative pursuits, your ability to maybe really start to create some resources for yourself. You are, you know, you're filling your own cup, as they say. And that's wonderful. That can make you feel so strong, so certain about things. Although we don't want to be too certain, right? We don't want to be attached to something that will change. Everything changes. But in this time, I think, you know, you're feeling very confident, okay? All right. So let's take a look down here. Ooh, one of my favorites. We have an owl sitting on a log here, but we also have a face with a nose. And now I see that. I can't unsee that. That's all I'm seeing right there. Oh, and I mean, the little expression, it just seems to be kind of neither here nor there, right? Just kind of waiting to see how something plays out. But with the owl, same energy, just kind of observing, witnessing what's happening and kind of taking note, right? I think that that's important. You know, especially when we're in these kind of postures of feeling like we're really moving forward, things are coming together for us, we have to remain somewhat vigilant, right? Don't let things kind of fall apart where we're not looking. And we talked about that over here. We already know that you are taking care of your business. All right. Okay. So Gemini, I'm going to thank you. It is always such a pleasure to be able to bring these messages to you. And I'm just looking over this. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of happiness happening right now. I feel like you just, I don't know, it almost seems like sometimes it seems like you get to a place where things feel like they're kind of rotating, right? Like it almost could become a bit of a disaster, like a tornado. Like it will get so swept up and out of control of things. But then there are times when it's not that. It's like something is turning in your mind. It's adjusting. I almost think of the clicking of like a safe, like click, 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 right? And then you get to that place where it's supposed to be, and then it's really click, you know, it locks into place. The thing aligns. And I feel like that's where you're at. And it's like almost a relief that things are coming to you easily. Ideas are coming to you easily. And you're having the ability to take that stuff and really do something with it, implement it. And I think that sometimes that can also be difficult for you. I think that having the ideas, that comes a lot, right? Where you just have a flurry of things. But really being able to pick out the things that you want to do and you think will be within reason, that you actually can execute, that is a whole process in itself, right? And a lot of times we get distracted, things kind of don't go our way, we just, you know, lose sight and forget about, you know, this thing that we were so excited about. But I think in this time, you are doing so well at staying the course. And I feel like it's just, it feels so good, like you are glowing. Okay, and I am so excited for you. And as I'm looking, I'm just smiling because I love to see, well, I just love people succeeding, but I love to see people succeeding in things that they're so passionately pursuing, okay? And so it is truly a blessing for me to be able to do these readings and feel this energy passively. It's kind of like I get to glimpse into a little window of these wonders. And that kind of energy, it really does kind of rub off on me a little bit. And so I am thankful for that. All right. So again, I'm going to say I thank you. And if you'd be so kind as to like the video, it helps us get into the algorithm. And as we all know, the algorithm kind of rules everything. So any engagement really does help. And I hate to ask you for all these things. You don't have to do any of them, but if you want to do one or two, that would be cool. But liking the video, watching the readings from the beginning to the end, taking the video and sharing it on other social medias. If you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love to have you here at the channel. So you can hit the little subscribe button, and then there's the little bell. If you hit that, it'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And what's cool about that is between now and the next Gemini, you can watch your other placements. Your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising, do some cross watching, watch the readings for your loved ones, maybe somebody you have a crush on, or your children, or whatever. It's always fun to kind of look and see what's going on with other people. And the other thing, if you want to leave a comment, I have to tell you, one of the big reasons I keep doing these readings is because some of the comments are so lovely, so kind, so encouraging. But even more than that, it's the comments where people are sharing about their lives, being vulnerable, being generous with their time, their stories. And I'm not saying you have to do that. Of course you don't, okay? But I feel like I have connected with some of you so deeply, and some of you have been around for, it's almost been a year, I guess, maybe 8 months, I guess, maybe, since I started the channel. And I feel like I've really gotten to know some of you. You've been here for a lot of these months, and I appreciate you so, so, so much. And I appreciate all of the newer people, getting to know you as well. And of course, anyone who is coming over from my lovely husband, Dove and Serpent, Paul over there at Dove and Serpent Tarot. If you haven't watched his videos, please go try them. He's an amazing tarot reader, and just all in all, one of the coolest people in the entire universe. And so talented. I could sit here and talk him up all day long, but just go over there and check him out and see. But if you're coming over from his over to mine, I appreciate you too. All of you that watch both of ours, you are wonderful. And I always love when people say, oh, I've subscribed to both of you. I didn't realize that you two are married. And so I think it's really neat when that happens. I love realizing that we're kind of, we're in each other's orbits outside of our own little lives. So, yeah, I don't know. That's cool. But, yeah, I think that was everything. I hope you all are doing great. And today it's still the full moon. It's almost over. So hopefully everything kind of goes a little smoother. We've had some funky stuff going on over here, including everybody's favorite cat that loves to come and visit the readings, Pudgy, who pulled down the tablecloth and everything on it at the end of the Libra reading. And thankfully I caught it. But it is, if you want to see Pudgy running amok here, he is at the end of that video, and he's taking everything with him. So anyways, I thank you again, and we're going to talk here in just a few days.